Alright, so what happened to KSI? Um, Nothing really. He just, from what I can tell, obviously I don't know him personally, but this is something pretty much all human beings go through when they grow up. This is something you see other YouTubers go through, and just anyone go through really. It's when they start to realize who they really are, and they realize, you know, they peel like an onion. They peel the layers back until they come to the core of who they really are. You know, the way you have a mask around certain people, and just animating that persona when it's not the true you, that's fucking tiring. Like, very tiring. And you get to a point where you realize who you truly are, and you realize you're acting out of alignment to who you really are. This might sound really airy fairy or whatever, but it's just the truth. And like, you even see PewDiePie talk about it, how he does he doesn't want to fake positivity or whatever, and he just wants to make content he's happy with. Um, and I never even used to watch PewDiePie. I never watched PewDiePie until a few months ago. Now I think it's pretty funny because you can see the truth behind it. Before I knew he was just animate. You could see he was just animating this fake positive character, and you can see KSI was doing the same thing. You know, and you can kind of see his brother does the same thing, which is there's no problem with that. It's just being an entertainer. You know, and and when I was younger, I used to love it. And I'm sure, and that's generally what YouTubers do. They do the fake. Hey, how's it going? It's because the high end, you know, when you're younger and you're kind of just passively consuming this content. It's like, ooh, you know, and that's not a good or bad thing. There's no bad judgments here. That's just how it is. So he's obviously just realized, you know, he doesn't want to. He's getting older. Like, he doesn't want to fake that persona anymore. He's been doing that for years, years of putting on this entertaining persona, just purely for entertaining people. You know, it's entirely, and it gets to a point where you're so, he's probably just become so out of alignment with who he really is that it's just, you know, he wants to take a clean break and then come back. And so he says, like, in this DramaAlert interview, you know, it doesn't mean he's necessarily not going to make content. Where he says, I'm just living. Like, it's not, because it's like he's not doing anything. It's like he doesn't want to purposely do anything. He just wants to sort of be aligned with who he is, live life, and then express that through his content. Like they say, all the great artists, and I know YouTube videos is a work of art. Technically, it kind of is like a creative work of art. And yeah, all the greatest artists are born from truth. Um, I guess I don't know. That might have been a bit off topic, but yeah, everyone goes through it. I'm in the process of going through it as well, just so I can relate. And I think many people are. Just, you know, with the, you know, in, like, I'm not going to make this a spiritual video, but that's essentially spiritual enlightenment. It's actually living, realizing your truth and living it. That is actually the basis of spiritual enlightenment in a macro, in a big picture way. Obviously, it's more complicated than that, but yeah. So yeah, I'm probably babbling for too long. He's just living. He just realized he wants to stop. He just wants to be him, the true him, and express that. So like when he says he might or might not make content, I think he doesn't want to purposely make content for the sake of making content. It's just if just living his life and him being truthful, um, just living his truth, and then he finds content from that true place, and then he wants to make, he's gonna make it. So that's basically it. It's nothing to worry about. I'm actually really happy for him. Um, but yeah, don't worry about it, and chances are you're actually gonna get more when he does make content again, which I'm sure he will, because it's an amazing opportunity to be able to express yourself to so many people. Um, and obviously he's been doing it for this long, so he must have some love for it. Um, I'm sure it's gonna be great content, and there's people gonna rebel, especially younger audience. And the younger audience, again, no, it's not good or bad, no judgment. We're gonna rebel because they like the hyperactive sort of content anyway. But for me, as I've gotten older, I definitely shy away from that, and I like honest, authentic content. And I think that's what he's gonna provide, just like PewDiePie did. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not worried about him. I'm happy for him. All the best, KSI.